Hello everybody, Hardcore here. I'm going to be showing you how to make the South Park costumes for Saints Row 3. All the costumes follow a basic recipe, so you could actually use some of these and make other characters such as Clyde, Bebe. You could do a hatless Craig as well, amongst some of the other side characters of the boys. I'm going to start off with Kenny McCormick, the most simple one to make. Everything can be purchased and planned at Saints. I recommend if you're going to be making Kenny, you color the inside of his jacket, which is his shirt, orange, as there are no other ones that zip up all the way, unfortunately. The reason for this is the inside of his hood will be orange as well, to give it a nice blend. The other color you can use is white, but it won't look as good unless you use it for stand. The gloves are going to be brown, and you're going to use, in this case, Captain's gloves will be fine because you won't be able to see where they otherwise come up. So I'm going to change it over to stand now. See, the marshmallow goes to what you use for candy. This is the difference what they look like with the inside color. So you're going to want to probably stick with the orange. So we're going to be switching this one up to stand. So we're going to use basic jeans for everybody here. And then you're just going to change it to their color of their actual clothes. So off the stand, there are no poof balls for his head. So him and Cartman are going to have to just stick with the thug hat basically. But otherwise, his undershirt is going to be white, as what he traditionally wears underneath his jacket in the actual show. That's the only reasoning behind it. You can color it brown, but it won't look as good. He's going to use the same gloves as Kenny will. Cartman and Wendy are going to require a different set of gloves. I believe they use the leather gloves, but that's the one I use. But I just use Captain's gloves for standing Kenny simply because they're shorter and it won't be noticed. And use networking boots, and then just use basic jeans and change them color-wise. It's just needs busting ass to stand. So let's change it to Cartman. Obviously, I had to make Cartman fatter, so I had to run over to the little plastic surgeon shop to change him over. Same problem with Stan with the hat, but otherwise it matches color-wise. Now the jeans here, initially I picked were dark brown, but they show up as black, especially when you're in dark environments. You can see right here they're clearly brown, but they weren't shown well enough, so I had to go. Let's go change that. We're gonna make this a little bit lighter. Nope, damn it. There we go. Alright, so there's our Cartman. He's gonna be using the all yellow leather gloves. And though Cartman is really too fat to be pulling off half these stunts, well, I don't think we mind just for sake of him kicking ass. Maybe he is just big boned and therefore is more agile. Quite so. I use a basic shirt for him, the 3-button shirt, and it's the same shirt you can use for Token and Wendy. You can also use the same setup basically for Clyde. You're just going to be taking off the hat in general, and you're going to be changing the gloves to a dark blue. Sort of like what Stan's pants are colored. Because you're going to be using the same basic setup, because Clyde and Cartman are very closely, well, lookalikes. Go get him, fattest. Alright, so here's Wendy. I had to do a sex change, and as you see, the Cartman gear is still equipped. So I'm going to be showing you as I make her. Just for the purpose of you can see what I was using for the other guy, Cartman, and what I'll be using for Token. So, just past it. So that's the shirt I use. Unfortunately for Wendy, and I was kind of shocked by this when I bought the game, there was no berets. You figured it would have been at least just a generic beret. But there's nothing, so she's going to have to be hatless, which kind of does suck because Wendy's really defined by her purple and yellow and her beret. Well, let's put a bra on her. I didn't give her too big of boobs because she had the boob job reduced in that episode. She got them bigger. Even though Cartman does keep pointing out, look at her hooters. Alright, so she gets all yellow pants. Interesting color scheme, I know. While the gloves do match the pants, the gloves are also wrong because they're actually a little bit of a darker than the I'm sorry, it's tongue-tied, the jacket. You could do a lighter shade of purple on her. I just figured I'd go with a darker shade, because technically her jacket is more of a pinkish, but I just went with a darker one because it's more bolder. So let's get her gloves. These are gloves I've been using, the leather gloves. I'm gonna switch them over. As long as you make the gloves darker than the jacket, it should be fine though. Hey, she wears deeper purple because she's part of the Saints. That's how she rolls. This is what happens after South Park ends. Or when they grow older and South Park keeps going. Who knows? I hope the show goes on forever. Nevertheless, they all become involved in gangs. Okay. That's how her final looks. As I said, if she had the beret, it would really make her, but unfortunately, no. And if anybody was going to be asking, Kyle can't be really made unless you just use some hatless, because there's no hat like his. I found an army helmet look-alike that looked good from the one of the toy shops, but it really looks crappy in my opinion, so I never bothered. You shot Wendy. Come here, motherfucker. Dare you shoot Wendy? Don't you remember season 1? Don't fuck with Wendy Testaburger?
This ain't doing well.
Clearly these cops do not watch the show. Fucking Family Guy fans. I'm not talking about the first 2 seasons of Family Guy when it was good. I'm talking about the shit episodes that are coming out now. Oh, come here. Come here. Oh, yes. Fucking Wendy's so goddamn awesome. Or just body surfing. And just for good measures, pose for camera. Good girl, Wendy. And finally, Token. Same setup as Wendy, basically. I didn't really change much besides take the gloves off. And I gave him a darker shade of pants. That's how the Saints fight! Unfortunately, it's really dark in this area, so it's really hard to see his face. No racism implied. But I just gave him the basic, like his haircut was very basic. And I just had it randomize his face because, well, I wouldn't really know how Token would really look. They didn't do any drawings like him like they did in one of the episodes of the 4 Boys. But still, Token just busting ass. Clothesline and hookers. Oh, you said eat shit? Don't fuck with Token, bitch. Thank you for watching, guys.